Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to move on to 9.2 lines of fit. The learning objective, I can write an equation of a line of best fit and interpret the linear relationship in a scatter plot. The line shows a constant rate of change, which is the m, or the slope, and it can be explained using the word per, every, or each, and a starting value or the initial value, which is b. That's the language objective you're going to be using today to interpret. So let's start with an example. A line of fit is a line drawn on a scatter plot close to most of the data points. You cannot connect all the dots. You're not going to be able to connect all the dots. Most of the data points are going to be close to that line. It can be used to estimate data on a graph. The equation of a line in a slope-intercept form is y equal mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Here's an example. The table shows the depth of a river X months after a monsoon season ends. We're going to answer those 4 parts using that table. Make a scatter plot of the data and draw a line of fit. B, write an equation of the line of fit. C, interpret the slope and the y-intercept of the line of fit. Lastly, predict the depth in month 9. If you can see the month, which is represented by the x, or the x represents the number of months, and it starts from 0 to 8. So I can count my x-axis with ones. Look at the y, which represents the depth of the river in feet. The smallest number is 5, and the biggest number is 20. So maybe it'd be easier to count by 2's with the y-axis. Plot the points 0, 20, 119, 215, 313, and so on. Then draw a line that best describes this data. So here's the graph where x represents the number of months and y represents the depth in feet. Since they gave me 0, 20, I can use that as a guide to draw my line. As you can see, there are some dots under the line, dots above the line, and some dots on the line. I can't have all the dots on one line. It won't be linear. And it shows the relationship. It's a negative linear relationship. And we're going to have to use this line now to answer part B. Write an equation of a line of fit. The linear equation is y equal mx plus b. It's in a slope-intercept form. We need to find m, which is the slope, rise over run, and find b, which is the y-intercept. Where did that line of fit cross the y-axis? So let's look at this. They gave you 2 dots, 5, 10, and 6, 8, right on the line. You don't have to go with those 2. You can go with any 2 dots right on the line. So you can put your own dot here and a dot here, and then use them to find the slope, rise over run. Since it's a negative, that means you're going down. The vertical line going from 18 to 16, which is the y-axis, so it went down by 2 feet, and the horizontal line, which is the x-axis, which is the run, goes by 1, so it goes down 2 feet per 1 month, and that's the slope. So to find the slope, it's rise over run, -2 over 1, which equals to -2. Now the y-intercept. To find the y-intercept, look where the line crossed the y-axis. Since this is the y-axis, this is the line of fit, and they both met at point 20, so the y-intercept is 20. Also, I know that because x is 0, y is 20, that's the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is 20. Since you found the slope and found the y-intercept, now write the equation by substituting the value of the slope, -2, and the value of the y-intercept, which is 20, in the equation. And here's the equation of this line. Y equal -2x plus 20. Interpret the slope and the y-intercept of the line of fit. To answer C, interpret means explain. So I'm going to explain in words and numbers in the content of this problem, which means I need to use the word depth in feet and number of months to explain or interpret the slope and the y-intercept. Since the slope is -2 or -2/1, that means the depth, which is the y, goes down by 2 feet every or per or each 1 month. So the slope is the river goes down 2 feet per month. And the y-intercept, which is the 20, it means after the monsoon season ends, so at the end of the monsoon season, the height of the river was 20 feet. And then it started to go down 2 feet per month. And here's the explanation. The slope is -2 and the y-intercept is 20, so the depth of the river is 20 feet at the end of the monsoon season and decreased by about 2 feet per month. To answer D, predict the depth in month 9. For this graph in particular, it tells me month 9 is right there on the graph, and it meets right on the line at 2 feet. So the depth is 2 feet in 9 months. The reason why we write the equation, because sometimes you won't find those numbers on the graphs. You use the equation to find the depth for number of months. So this is what we're going to do now. Use the equation to find the number of feet after 9 months or in 9 months. Since y represents the depth in feet and x represents the number of months, and here's the equation. X represents number of months, substitute 9 for x. So I'm going to replace x with 9 because that's 9 months. According to order of operation, you multiply before you add. So I'm going to multiply -2 times 9, which is -18, and then add 20 to it, and it gives me 2 feet. So the depth of the river is 2 feet in 9 months. Now it's your turn. The table shows the number y of customers in line at a bank x minutes after noon. Make a scatter plot of the data and draw a line of fit. Write an equation of the line of fit. Interpret the slope and the y-intercept of the line of fit. Lastly, predict the number of customers in line 8 minutes after noon. Since some of you don't have graph paper, I am going to give you the graph already done for you. Just please answer the question for B, C, and D. Now that you answered all the questions, here's the right answers. Please compare your answers with this slide. That's it for the lesson. So the assessment for learning is to draw a line of best fit, a line close to all the dots in the scatter plot, find the slope, which is the rise over run, find the y-intercept, where the line crosses the y-axis, then write the equation of the line, y equal mx plus b, replace m and b with the slope and the y-intercept that you found, and lastly, interpret the line. Interpret means explain the slope and the y-intercept in the content of the problem. That's it for today. Thank you and see you next time.